when we talk about women-led development, and let me tell you, the women-led development, while we advocate it in India, many countries oppose it. So within the G20, many countries actually oppose it. So we'll have to bring a consensus around this subject. It's not about women empowerment. It's not about women being as beneficiaries. It's about putting them into leadership position, because only a women in leadership position then will be able to become a role model for other women. So that's very important. But the other thing which is very critical is, as I said, is about financial inclusion. It's about digital inclusion. It's about ensuring that learning outcomes improve, health outcomes improve. In many of these areas, it's a lot of work needs to be done in many parts of the world, especially in the global south, and that is very, very critical. Actually, the COVID period has seen that learning outcomes have fallen, health outcomes have fallen, but the major impact of that has fallen on women, and it's fallen on women in rural areas in Tier 2, Tier 3 cities. So you need to catch up for that. The fundamental of what you said is about changing mindset in amongst the people of India. Government, don't put everything in the basket of the government, that government will do everything. Unless and until each one of us don't change our mindset, and particularly the mothers. Mothers must ensure that all their sons, they learn the art of cooking and cleaning and the houses and toilets. So they must ensure that every son of India, every boy living in India is capable of looking after the household himself while his wife is working. Don't leave the burden of the house management on the wife. Ensure that he manages the house, including cleaning, sweeping, swapping, cooking, everything he's capable of doing, and they're all capable of doing it. Why not? And this can be a great fun activity for 3 months, 4 months while the wife is working. So and it's a mindset change which mothers have to undertake and parents have to undertake in India. So it's not the responsibility of government through policy changes. It's over the years in India, the boys have been pampered by their mothers.
This is going to go viral. This is totally going to go viral.
Every success story that you have of women needs to be broadcasted and done on social media and digitally told. That's very important. Number two, every scheme like Mudra scheme of the government, 70% of the loans have gone to women. So we need to say that there's no dearth of entrepreneurship. It's, providing greater accessibility of these schemes to women is very, very critical. And now that earlier there was a challenge because women didn't have bank accounts. Now that you have 76% of the women having bank accounts, that's a big move forward for the country. And therefore my view is in the coming years you will see a lot of dynamism and enterprise amongst women. But we should also see that the private equity and venture capital funds must also walk the talk, that they should ensure that their funds flow to women entrepreneurs. Well, substantially. India was really pushing, the Prime Minister is himself pushing for this in a big way. It's never happened before. That he's talking about women-led leadership. That means that you need to push for leadership for women to be, not as women as beneficiaries, but as women to put them into position of leadership and power. And once they're in position of power, they will do transformational work. And that requires a lot of bold and courageous political leadership. It requires a lot of vision. It requires a lot of guts and courage. And that's what the Prime Minister is driving. So if we are able to push this through, we are pushing for women empowerment. We are pushing for greater financial and digital inclusion. We are pushing for greater women entrepreneurship. We are pushing for greater women prosperity. We are pushing for better learning and health outcomes for women, and we're pushing for better nutritional standards for women. And that in the long run is good for society. So if India is to become a $5 trillion economy, and by 2047 a $10 trillion economy, it can't happen without 51% of its population being in leadership position. And I gave you the statistics, 1,022 women to 1,000 men. They have to play the transformational role. That's key.